Can any team beat Arsenal? Are they unstoppable? 9 wins in a row, 7 clean sheets in a row. Last defeat was on August 31st, which is a world-class free kick with Dominic Szoboszlai, with winnable games, Slavia Prague and Sunderland coming up next. Is there any team out there that can penetrate this Arsenal back line, let alone actually beat them? This weekend, Liverpool do play Manchester City, which means one of those teams will be dropping points, or it could be a draw, which then puts Arsenal potentially 7, 8, 9 points clear of either Liverpool or City if they get the right result against Sunderland. And what makes it even better for Arsenal and Arsenal fans is they play Sunderland first. So they will add huge, significant pressure to Man City or Liverpool. I'm looking at a team right now. I don't see any critics out there at this moment in time. Set piece FC, it's not sustainable. Well, that narrative is absolutely dead in the water because they've been doing this for 2 years. They play boring football. Well, if that's the case, then why have they scored the second or the most goals in the Premier League right now? You're looking at a team that are top of the league, second highest goal scorers, the best defense, the best goal difference, undefeated in the Champions League without conceding a goal, still in the League Cup. Next game is against Crystal Palace. They haven't conceded a goal. They are the team to beat. They look unstoppable. We're going to look at their fixtures they've got coming their way. We're also going to be talking about Victor Gyökeres. Is he going to be missing the Slavia Prague game? Make sure you go down and drop a like on the video if you haven't already and you enjoy the content. If we could hit 1,000 likes, that would be absolutely glorious. We are just under 500 subscribers away from hitting 83,000, which is mind-blowing. So if you haven't already and you enjoy the content, hit that subscribe button and drop a like. Now, Arsenal are sitting top of the Premier League, and it's another win. It's another clean sheet. It's another 3 points. You may as well have copy and pasted the last 7 results because it's been the same outcome. I'm looking at a team right now that are just in the peak of their powers to have conceded 3 goals in 10 games. We have actually got the second best or third best defense in the league, which is madness considering the amount of injuries we've had. But I look at Liverpool, I look at Arsenal, I look at City, first, second, and third. Look at the difference in the goals against chart. Liverpool's goal difference is worse than ours. Liverpool's goal difference is the same as Sunderland. And if Sunderland were to go and beat Everton tonight, it'd be worse than Sunderland after 10 games. This weekend literally changes the title race for me because Manchester City, Erling Haaland right now is arguably the best striker in the world. It's either Haaland, Kane, or Kylian Mbappe, whoever floats your boat, whoever ticks your box. It's one of those 3 because they're in stupidly goal-scoring form. I do believe Manchester City will be strong favourites against Liverpool. They've won 4 of their last 5 games. Erling Haaland has already scored 25 goals in all competitions this season, and we're in November. I think Liverpool's away record is not the best. They've lost at Brentford. They've lost at Palace. They also, just about beat Burnley for a penalty. I do believe they've got players to get themselves out of this rut. But Man City right now, I do fancy them to go and beat Liverpool, which would mean if Arsenal beat Sunderland and Man City beat Liverpool, they would be 10 points clear of Liverpool after 11 games. So Arsenal would be on 28 and City would be on 22 if that scenario happened. Now, the international break is approaching us, which is actually quite sad because I can't stand it. This is Arsenal's next 8 games. Slavia Prague away, Sunderland away. Then they play us after the international break. Bayern Munich 3 days later. Chelsea 4 days later. They've still got 5 games this month. December is pretty intense for them as well. They've got Brentford, Villa away, Club Brugge away, Wolves at home, Palace at home, sorry, Everton away, Brighton at home. They've actually got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They've got 8 games in December. But why this Premier League weekend coming up is so significant is that Man City Liverpool game. One of those is going to drop points. Now, I look at it this way, right? If Man City draw to Liverpool, right, which would put City on 20 points, Liverpool on 19 points, and if Arsenal beat Sunderland, they would be on 25. That game for me literally changes the season. If Arsenal are 8 points clear after 11 games, I don't see them folding this league title right now. And Liverpool, tough trip to the Etihad, but look at City's next 6 games. Dortmund at home is not going to be easy. Newcastle United straight after the international break, who have pretty much got all of their points this season at home. They will comfortably beat Leeds and Leverkusen because Leverkusen right now aren't the same Leverkusen under Xabi Alonso. Fulham away, again, it's not easy. Then they've got Sunderland, Real Madrid, Palace away, and Brentford in the cup. Like they've got some tough games coming their way. And then when you look at Liverpool's, it's after this Real Madrid game tomorrow and Man City, they have got quite an easier run of games. They've got Leeds, Sunderland, West Ham, Forest, PSV. Real Madrid tomorrow night, I don't expect them to win, and I don't expect them to win against City. But after that, they should comfortably win their next 5 in a row. Are they able to go on a run of games and really put the pressure on Arsenal? Absolutely. But I just don't see this Arsenal team conceding goals, losing games. Like they are just, they're absolutely ridiculous right now. The narrative of they play boring football, I don't subscribe to that because they've conceded 3 goals and scored the second most amount of goals in the Premier League. When you look at their recent results, they've won 9 in a row. Like this isn't by mistake. This is an idea that's been implemented by Mikel Arteta to play this way, and they're beating every single team in their way. Look at these results, man. I mean, are you mad? Clean sheet against Forest, clean sheet against Bilbao, clean sheet against Port Vale, clean sheet against Olympiacos, clean sheet against West Ham, clean sheet against Fulham, clean sheet against Atletico Madrid, clean sheet against Palace, clean sheet against Brighton, clean sheet against Burnley. And this is their run of games. They beat Slavia Prague, they beat Sunderland, they beat Chelsea, they beat Brentford, they beat Villa. Spurs and Bayern Munich. Form goes out the window whenever they play us. Last year, we got a draw. You never know. They'll, of course, be clear favourites. But they're a team right now that are just, they look like everything is coming together for them. They're in a position right now to go out there and beat whoever comes up against them. It's absolutely insane. Like I look at Arsenal right now, and I'm just looking up. So they've look at these stats on the right hand side. I mean, that is just nuts. It's really nuts. And Declan Rice recently, for me, Declan Rice and Caicedo are the 2 best central midfielders in the Premier League. I think Declan Rice is better all round, and I think Caicedo is better defensively. But they are just everything about them. Victor Gyökeres scoring goals now. The haters are, Jock Lesnar and all these tags they were giving him. Gabriel at the moment is the best centre back in the world. Like if you play fantasy Premier League, he's pretty much the first name on the team sheet at the moment. It doesn't matter if it's in Capie and Mosquera, Lewis Skelly, and Ben White as a backline, they still keep clean sheets, which is a backline that hasn't really got a huge amount of chemistry because they've not really played that much together. But they still go out there, still get a clean sheet and still beat Brighton. Against Burnley at the weekend, Burnley didn't have a shot until the 73rd minute. Burnley didn't have a shot on target. Like, this is the craziest thing. To concede shots is one thing. To concede goals is one thing. But they're not even registering shots on target against them. XG of 2.42, 12 shots, 8 on target, 4 big chances created, and, 2 missed. It's absolutely insane, guys. What they're capable of genuinely has no limit at the moment in time. You know, against a Brighton team where you make a huge amount of changes, they concede a lot of shots on target, but they still keep a clean sheet, still take their chances because they're a clinical football team. You then look at the match stats after the, was it Crystal Palace before then? I think it was Crystal Palace. You know, a Crystal Palace team that, again, one shot on target. Arsenal had more possession, more shots on target. Crystal Palace did not create a big chance against Arsenal. Crystal Palace are one of the better teams in the Premier League who have recently won an FA Cup, recently beat Liverpool. Like, Jean-Philippe Mateta right now is one of the most informed strikers around. The guy is an absolute beast. The same Crystal Palace side that beat Brentford 2-0 and beat Liverpool 3-0. Like, genuinely, it's absolutely insane what Arsenal are doing. You know, you've got a back line of Timber's probably the best right back in the league. Calafiori is definitely an argument for being one of the better left backs. I do like Cucurella. I do like Jed Spence. You know, but there's an argument there. There's an argument right now that Arsenal are the team to beat in Europe as well. I know people will say PSG. I know people will say Bayern Munich. But if you look at Real Madrid's defense, and people will say that La Liga's, you know, a strong league and all that, but they've conceded 10 goals. I mean, look at Barcelona have conceded 13. I understand that football's a bit more expansive. I understand it's a bit more attacking. But look at that. They've conceded 10 goals. Arsenal have conceded 3. To be fair, Real Madrid have won 10 out of 11 games, which is nuts. But defensively, can Kylian Mbappe, Vinny Jr., Arda Güler, all these Real Madrid players, can they penetrate that Arsenal back line? I don't believe they can. Make sure you drop a like. Make sure that subscribe button. There will be a video out on the second channel as well. Make sure you check that out because we are in a crisis, and I'll see you soon.